First dates, they're like walking a tightrope. Exciting, full of hope, but also nerve-wracking and, let's be real, sometimes downright scary. You show up with your heart wide open, dreaming of sparks, connection, maybe something real. But what if, instead of magic, you're hit with flashing red flags? Those glaring warning signs screaming, "Run before you get hurt." Today, I'm going to break down the exact red flags that should make you stand up, say, "Nope, not worth my time," and walk away. Because here's the truth. Your time, your energy, and most importantly, your heart are far too precious to waste on someone or something that's going to burn you. If you've ever felt that uneasy gut feeling on a date, but pushed it aside, this video is your wake-up call. Why first date red flags matter more than you think. Here's the real deal, those little warning signs you catch on a first date. They might seem harmless, easy to brush off, especially when you really want things to work out. We all want to see the best in people. That's human nature. But here's the truth. Ignoring those red flags isn't just overlooking small quirks. It's setting yourself up for wasted time, painful heartbreak, and sometimes even danger. I'm speaking from experience and from watching too many people get burned because they didn't recognize the signs early. So today, I'm breaking down the biggest, most important red flags you absolutely cannot afford to ignore. These aren't minor annoyances. These are deal breakers designed to protect your heart and your peace of mind. 1. The oversharer, when emotional baggage becomes a warning sign. Here's a quick heads up. Sometimes what looks like openness is actually a major red flag disguised as getting real. Take Lisa's story. She was pumped for her first date with Mike. Conversation was flowing. The vibe felt good. Until, out of nowhere, Mike went full steam ahead with a non-stop rant. He unloaded his messy breakup, family drama, and some way too personal stuff, all within the first 15 minutes. Lisa? She felt her energy draining fast. She tried to stay polite, but inside, she was overwhelmed and uncomfortable. Here's the hard truth. When someone unloads their entire emotional baggage on you right away, it's a massive red flag. It usually means they don't have healthy boundaries or respect for your emotional space. This isn't about connection. It's about offloading, and it leaves you feeling drained, confused, and uneasy. If you ever find yourself on a date like that, trust me, don't try to fix it or stick around hoping it'll get better. That's your signal to run. 2. No respect for your time. A small sign with huge implications. This one might sound minor, but trust me, it's a major red flag. Imagine this. Your date rolls in late, no apology, like your time just doesn't matter. Or worse, they're glued to their phone the entire time, barely even looking your way. If someone can't respect something as simple as your time and effort on the very first date, what does that say about how they'll treat you down the line? Respect isn't optional. It's non-negotiable. So when you spot that kind of behavior, that's your red flag, waving loud and clear. Don't ignore it. 3. The controlling vibe, when a date feels more like a bossy interview. Here's a story that might hit close to home. Jason was excited for his first date, but from the moment it started, his date took over completely, choosing every place they went, dictating what he should eat, and criticizing everything about him. His outfit, his opinions, even how he talked. What should have been a fun, easy night quickly turned into a high-pressure, bossy interrogation. Jason felt trapped, exhausted, and honestly, just drained. Here's the bottom line. If your date tries to control everything, what you say, what you eat, how you think, that's not respect. That's control. and control never builds a healthy relationship. When you see this behavior, don't think twice. Run. 4. Talking only about themselves when it's all about them. A first date should be a two-way street, a balance of sharing and listening. But what if your date never asks about you? What if they don't really listen when you talk and keep steering every conversation back to themselves? That's a huge red flag. This isn't just being a little self-focused. This is deep, self-centered behavior, a pattern that rarely changes. If they can't show genuine interest in who you are right from the start, don't expect that to improve. That's your cue to step away before you get stuck in a one-sided relationship where your voice doesn't matter. 5. The pushy type, when no means nothing. Let me tell you about Maya. Her first date started off fine, friendly, casual, promising. But then things took a turn. Her date began pushing her to drink more, to go somewhere more private, to share personal details she clearly wasn't comfortable with. Every time Maya said no, instead of respecting her boundaries, he got upset. He became pushy, crossing boundaries she had clearly set. Listen closely. This is a huge red flag. Anyone who pressures you or disrespects your boundaries, especially on the very first date, is showing you exactly how little respect they have for you. Your no is sacred. It must be honored without question. If your date can't respect that, don't give them a second chance. Run. Your safety and peace of mind come first, always. How to react. When you spot these red flags, trust your gut and take back control. So, what do you do the moment you notice these warning signs? Here's the simple but powerful truth. Trust your gut, that inner voice. It's your most reliable guide. It knows when something's off before your mind can even process it. Remember this, you don't owe anyone your time, your energy, or your peace of mind, especially when something feels wrong. If at any point you feel uncomfortable, awkward, or unsafe, don't hesitate. Politely wrap up the date, say your goodbye, and get out of there. Your safety, physical and emotional, and your mental health are priceless. Protecting them isn't just important, it's non-negotiable. You're in control. Own it. Here's the real talk. Dating should be fun, exciting, and most importantly, it should leave you feeling good about yourself. When you learn to spot those red flags early, really see them, you protect yourself from heartbreak, wasted time, and draining emotional energy. So next time you're on a date and something feels off, don't second guess that gut feeling. Listen carefully to that inner voice. It's okay, more than okay, to say no thanks and walk away. Protect your heart like the treasure it truly is. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever had a crazy first date experience or spotted a red flag that made you run for the door? Share your story in the comments below. Let's build a community where we can learn from each other and help everyone avoid getting burned. If this video helped you spot those warning signs, do me a favor, hit like and subscribe to Dovey Hearts for honest, real-world dating advice you can actually use. Stay safe out there, trust your instincts, and remember, don't get burned.